You know, today and celebrating. Now we got a lot of victories that we're celebrating around here. So we kind of eat something that's off the diet, just to kind of just celebrate. You all will be hearing about things as they go. But let me say this. Let me share this with you because this is something that I had to get back to in my head before I even put it into motion. And that is mankind, when we were created, God created us recipients of his blessings. He made the world, he made all of the gold, the jewelry, the metal, the wood, fowl of the air, beasts of the field, creeping things, things that even swim in the water, the fish and all that, right? He gave man and woman dominion over the whole process of the world. When you look at it, it's all about sowing and reaping. It's always about having a debt and then having the way of making that debt good or paying that debt off, right? We are indebted from birth. We were born in sin, shaped in iniquity, and Christ himself had become the very person and being to shed his blood that we might be able to have this thing called life. So, when I translate all of that, things from biblical and things from historical point of view, and even how we get to put seed into the ground to be able to get harvest, it kind of reminded me how my life has been, the majority of my life. I've always been that person that pushed my faith to the edge. If you say God says I can do it, I believe it, try it, except for walking on the water. I did try that in the tub and it didn't work. But as far as the practical things, you know, just putting things like sowing and reaping and being kind to one another and even trying to show love to your enemies. And that really does work. That when you show love to people who despitefully use you or come at you or try to come against you, it does something to them. It messes with their mindset. The Bible says it becomes like heaps of coals of fire on their head because they shouldn't even have those evil thoughts about another human because of the fact being, especially if you haven't did anything to them but just exist and be you, what you hating on? And I come to find out there's a lot of people that hate on you because you have so much about your life. You have joy about your life. Not that you don't go through typical things in life. We all go through face stuff, but it's just that some of us look at life differently. Without the challenge, there can be no growth. Without pain, there can be no appreciation for when the pain subsides and then healing comes into our life. Without death, we can't appreciate life. Without working hard, we can't really appreciate what we work hard for. On that point, at my age of 54, like I said, I've had a lot of years that I've lived, 54 of them, right? And if by natural nature, most African American males around about 80, 85 years old really start depleting in their health if they haven't really taken care of their body. I haven't had a drink, I haven't had anything to smoke since 1992. From the age of about 10 to 11 years old up until I was 21, I did my fair part of drinking, did my fair part of smoking. Everything from making my own cigarettes out of grass and newspaper, all the way up to the other stuff I can't mix without being blocked and banned, right? Never did crack, never did cocaine, never did that, but smoke, did what I did. So in the midst of all that, and I drunk everything from water to every mixed drink that you can think of, and I even started mixing light with dark, which you don't do that, but it never knocked me out, it never did anything really to me, and that's the reason why I stopped, because I started saying, man, I'm spending a lot of money, I'm not even getting the effects of a lot of this stuff. My biggest high was woman. I ain't gonna even lie to you. That's what it was. You wanted to see me high. You wanted to see me at my highest height. Get me in front of a lot of women. Say that I can't get all of them. And I'm a hot dog there. They trying to beat me. I'm not trying to get them all. That was just my thing. Some of y'all had other stuff that you did. And I did what I did, right? But through it all, I found out that I always lived edgy. Couldn't afford certain cars. Got them anyway. God made a way. Because I was always that person. I wasn't perfect, but I damn well was good, and I always try to treat people right, and somehow that always added blessings to me, right? Then turned back around and couldn't afford certain houses, certain places to live. Turned back around and got them, went and got them. And I don't know what the heck that is about the restrictions that came up with. I ain't even said nothing naughty or nasty. I'm giving a testimony, and so, man, TikTok is really, really weird, man. Especially since after this election, there's been some weird stuff going on. So all y'all on TikTok, if you start having weirdo stuff happening to your TikTok, create you some more pages, get on Facebook, get on Instagram, get on YouTube. Just flood all of the social media stuff, because it ain't gonna be just TikTok. With this weirdo stuff that's going on, happening at this election, and all this weird stuff is about to take place. Listen, make sure that if you really want to be able to still yet reach out to your people, still yet have a great platform, get on every platform. Right now, I got 5 platforms going on at one time, so that's why you see me looking back and forth. But short story long, long story short, I started figuring out that as long as I lived on the edge and I pushed my faith in, I always did what people said I couldn't do. I always bought what people said I couldn't buy. Never trying to live like the Joneses, but I wasn't going to live less than what my imagination was taking me. I always believed this, that if you can image it, it can become a reality. There's some, listen, I ain't never seen myself jumping out of a plane, parachute. Ain't gonna do it. Never seen myself doing it in my head. Never even had no dreams about it. So that's one thing I don't imagine to do, so I ain't gonna do it. But I have imagined myself climbing big mountains. So we're gonna probably go to some places that got some mountains. Actually, we did. We went to a place in Colorado, got a chance to do a little climbing there. But I'm talking about really nature walking, really climbing. Gonna do that, right? Never ever seen myself swimming in the water with sharks. Nah, that ain't me. Okay? But I have seen myself in a cage with a shark, swimming around with some sharks. As long as I'm in the cage. Now, pray about that one too, because of the fact being, I kind of seen some sharks do some stuff with cages, all right? But kind of seen it, might do it. If I don't, hey, ain't no big deal. Never ever have I ever thought about bungee jumping. I don't know what the hell came up with that, because I used to play with rubber bands, they used to pop all the time. I ain't never seen myself bungee jumping. But I have seen me on a camel, riding on the back of an elephant, sitting up there even petting a lion. Not a full-grown one, but a cub, which is still in the lion family. Probably would do that. Gonna go to Africa, gonna go see the ruins of the Mayans ruins. Gonna go over to see the pyramids in Egypt. Gonna do some stuff like that. Gonna ride some camels. Gonna see what that experience is like. Don't roll the horse, don't roll the mule, don't roll the donkey. Now it's time for me to ride a camel. I might even try to ride a zebra. So certain things. So the reason I'm saying that, I kind of noticed that in the last 5 to 6 years, transitions was going on in my life, and I said, you know what? Let me try this whole chill out, kind of relax, kind of pull back, pay off all my bills, see what it's like to have money and liquidate it in my hand and all that. Because I've always been the kind of person that I got my investments, I got my retirement set, got my 401k, got my TSPs, got all that together. So whatever else is left, I'm going to enjoy life. Because I am not, I refuse to be the nigga that got $1 million in the account and I live like I only had $2 in my pocket. I'm just like that dude. Once again, you do you, you do how you do it. You did? But at the end of the day, I'm going to live life. I'm not going to sit up here and have my kids fighting over some money that's off in the account, or having the people that's in my life sit up here saying, well, I was with him longer, or I think I treated him better, or blah, blah. No, we ain't doing all that. I'm giving everybody their blessings. Now you ought to see the Christmas tree. The Christmas tree, we got the joy sign up there. We getting gifts. Every week I'm putting like 2 or 3 different gifts underneath there, because I'm being a blessing to people I love now, while they can smell their flowers. When you have done as many funerals I had to officiate and I had to do, and I had to hear the same story over and over and over and over again, and people saying, well, give me my flowers when I can still smell them. And then the same person who said that didn't give the next person their flowers. Come back to the funeral saying the same thing. Wish I would have did this. Could have did that. I remember we had time to do this. I didn't make that time. All this wish you would have, could have. No. Do it now. While you have strength, while you have life, prepare yourself to start having fun. And I ain't talking about after retirement. Here's what's happening with most of us, especially with color. When we start working our 9-to-5 job, and we don't really have a business that's really pushing us like the 9-to-5 do, we get to aging and we end up premeditatedly getting sickly. Now, I don't think that we die before our time, because God knows the time that everybody's going to get up out of here. But I think that we can live a life like death, still looking like death, because there's no life in what we're doing. We're subscribing, putting our hand down our panties and our drawers, looking at TV, looking at one another, Can't stand the person that you're looking at, because the fact being, that ain't who you really want to be with in the first place, right? You tolerated them, now you stuck with them, per se, because you don't want them having half of your retirement and half of this. Now you get super live the rest of your life miserable. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing that. Who I'm with is who I want to be with for the rest of my entire life. Check that off. What kind of job I have, I'm not supposed to work until I'm 60 or 70. I might give them about another 4 more, 5 more years. Check that off. Save up enough money that my lifestyle won't have to change. As long as I'm bringing in a certain amount of money that I'm making right now at retirement, I ain't looking at working at Walmart doing that. You know what I'm going to do? These businesses that I have, I'm gonna put a lot more. Y'all think I'm dressing now and be in front of y'all now? When I retire, it's gonna be ham city up in this place. I'm gonna have a camera attached to me and let y'all just go through the life of seeing what it really looks like to be a boss and really be able to make changes in people's lives. Take y'all downtown while we feeding the hungry. Go over there and let you do some negotiating businesses with me and say, hey, some people in my life, they want to negotiate this deal also. And just let y'all just really interact and take it to a whole nother level. Really stop trying to get paid by these sponsors and start getting paid by these actions that need to be done in our neighborhood. Go buy some houses and land. Now I'm still on this thing about I'm gonna get a house. I'm gonna get, because everybody want to get a house, get some land, all that. But I'm gonna get about 2 or 3 different apartment complexes downtown. Some of them I'm gonna live in, some of them I'm gonna rent out. I'm gonna listen. If it's here on earth, I'm going to own it, drive it, live in it, and enjoy it. I'm not just to sit back and just subscribe in, having my 40 acres and a mule and sitting there twiddling my thumb and playing that little thing I did when I was a kid. Oh, there go my house. Oh, there go my car. If I see it, I'm going to buy it. Been on that point. So that I kind of had to shake myself. I said, listen, you know why you're not as prophetic as you used to be? Now my prophecy, don't get it, my gift is still sharp, but not as accurate as it used to be because I haven't had to use it in a while. Majority of the people that go to my church, I don't take out time to re-prophesy to folks the same thing that God already spoke to them. Obey what he said last time, then he might say something new next time, right? And I don't do a lot of revival like I used to since Urban didn't remember me. Always coming down to Dallas, always preaching in Dallas. Every week I was preaching somewhere. Haven't really done that, right? So my gift hasn't really been as sharp as it used to be, precisely sharp as it used to be. And I can feel it kind of doing away. If you don't use it, you lose it. But that's also on me. On one side. On the other side, a lot of my preacher friends have subscribed to the fact, because I dance and lick my tongue out, grab my crouch, that I'm no longer saved and filled with the Holy Ghost and all this. I don't drink. I don't lie. I don't smoke. I don't beat up on people who don't deserve it. I don't do mankind wrong. There's a lot of stuff I don't do. The stuff I am doing is called fun, entertainment, and enjoyment. Yes, it has pissed off about 10 people, but it's helped about 10,000. I'll take the 10,000 over the 10 any day. The 10 can go suck an egg for all I care. Because you're miserable, mad, look halfway ugly, got warts, got wrinkles, bad body odor because you don't take care of your hygiene. You sit back, you get depressed. You go a whole day and do nothing and think that's how you're supposed to live your life. Really? So you was just that selfish where the whole day was dedicated to you. You couldn't find nothing to do to help mankind, nothing to do to help your children, nothing to do to help the people that you say you love. You just sat in your must and stink all day long. Not that guy. Get up, get in front of a camera. I can't dance. Y'all, 99% of y'all know I can't. But I make y'all laugh. I make you pay attention. I make them trolls say something, which tells me that you're watching. For you to leave any comment on it, I keep trying to tell y'all, I play into your foolishness because of this fact. For you to even watch me long enough to sit there and type something and have it in a comment means you really, really do like me. You hate the fact you can't do what I do and have the audience that I had. It's easy, boo. Just get up on the other side of the camera, yours, and just do something. I seen some person dance, I was like, now I know I dance better than this old nigga, but you know this dude he got almost 200, almost 100-some-thousand followers. You know why? Because he's at least doing something. He got a lot of critics, he got a lot of folks telling him to sit his old butt down, all this, but you know what that means? They're watching. And I guarantee you, every time he posts a video, them same ones is going to be watching. That's throwing his numbers up. He's doing something. He's moving. So I said today, you know what? I'm going to recapture some of the stuff that I feel like is kind of going away that I was so great at doing in the beginning, especially living edgy. I'm going to start it today. I stretched my neck out and did some stuff today. Had somebody that I care about very much to stretch their neck out and do something. Now, we got a lot of responsibility to the stuff that we're doing, but I kind of noticed that when we have the greatest responsibility, we are at our top peak. There's no time for us to relax. There's no time for us to slack. There's no time for us to be short. Now, hear what I'm saying. I'm not at a point to where we've been worn out, but we function, some real weird reason, we function very well under the pressure we choose. We don't like the pressure that people put on us, but we love the pressure that we put on ourselves because it always has something to do with us doing something greater with it. Every car we buy, we use it to be a blessing to people who never drove in a car like that, or we put food in the back of it and go feed some people, or we put equipment in the back of it and we go set up something so we can be able to bless the community. We don't just use it to profile and style, but we really use it for what this purpose of it's been used for. We take it and get on the road. We sometimes just drive and ain't got nowhere to go, like we get ready to do. We're gonna get in the car, drive it, and just come back and chill. Because that's what we get cars for, not just to sit up in your goddamn parking lot to sit there and look for what? Or just go to your job and sit there and do what? No, get on the road and go get you something. Stop overeating all the time. Stop always bringing to you and get back to using your vehicles again. Use your house, decorate it, invite one person. Maybe only got one person to come over. Start on a weekly basis having at least one person to start coming over to enjoy what you have worked so hard for. You say you want to enjoy it, sit back and relax. With who? Maybe the reason why you and him are so bored, or you and her are so bored, is because you're not interacting with nobody else but just y'all two. Now I really, and the people I'm with really kind of dig about dealing with our own little circle. But every now and then we like to people watch. Every now and then we like to share our experience with other people. So we're going to get back to doing that. Throwing our parties like we used to. We're going to get back to doing that. I found that when we was living like that on that edge, I mean, you couldn't touch us. Things was coming. Blessings was coming. Money was coming. Peace was coming. Promotion was coming. It all, listen, y'all, it's all in your future. You just got to give it time to come to pass. And while you're occupying, waiting, you're supposed to also be doing. The word occupy has a twofold meaning. It means one, to wait on, and it means also two, to wait on someone or something. So to wait on, or to wait on someone or something while you're waiting on. That's the word, whole thing about occupy. I occupy this space. While I'm in this space and I'm filling this space with my presence, I'm also doing something, having some kind of occupation or some kind of movement while I'm doing it. Okay? So always be pushed. Always be challenged. I did something even this year, and I'm encouraging everybody they can do it. If you got something that you can liquidate, liquidate it. Listen, let me tell you something right now. And it's sad that I have to say this, but this is the truth. Everyone who's over 40, listen to me closely. If you got children that's 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, and you've sat down with them and you try to teach them the principles of ownership, investments, and building, and them jokers have went way to the left, I'm telling you what they're going to do with your stuff. They're going to trick it off. They're either going to do one thing, they're going to do one or two things with it. One, they're going to forget all about they even have it, and the government going to get it because ain't nobody going to pay taxes on it, or ain't nobody going to keep it and maintain it. Or two, they're going to see some short-term value in it, get rid of it real quick, just to try to get their fix, their habit, or to do something they ain't going to have nothing with it. Tell you right now, and you better listen to me right now. If you're in your 40s, listen to this 50-year-old. Liquidate that bull crap and enjoy your life and live. You know what my mama did? And I thought she was crazy when she did it at 70. She went and liquidated all her investments and everything else that we was going to fight over. Not even fight over, because she has the wheel. And me and my brother and sister, we get along very, very well, right? She said, you know what? I don't even want the possibility of y'all to even, because she loved the fact that we finally come together, because we didn't do this when we was kids. So we're kind of doing stuff that most people had a blessed time to do and get on one another's nerves as a child. We're now grown-ups coming together, and we don't get on one another's nerves because we never did it when we was kids. We're finding the and the wow and the whoa and the man, because our life was just totally different. There's a 9-year difference between me and my brother and a 12-year difference between me and my sister. They was halfway grown by the time I came, doing stuff. So it was just one of those situations. Very dysfunctional family as a child, but very functional. My mother seen something. She said, listen, I see how Satan come in later on and mess this up. So what she did, she liquidated. She gave us all our inheritance. You know she's doing from about 73, 74 to now at 85. She is living her life. She's taking every penny, and instead of what she invested it for, she's getting ready to get them out of here by natural cause. She's enjoying it. She's taking trips. She's doing arts and crafts. She's getting out. She's trying to stay her butt out that house as much as she possibly can. She still created a whole nother job so that she can have a little bit extra money to do even nicer things when she go places to spoil herself. You know, on the flip side, damn, mama, you waited till you was 70 to do that? She's 85, she's doing her best, but I wish she would have did it at 40. I wish she would have did it at 50. When she was looking and skin was tight and everything, energy, and she can go a whole lot more. Thank God she's doing something, but let me learn a lesson from it. I got 5 kids and 9 grandkids. Them suckers ain't thinking about one investment I get. Each one of my kids actually will be millionaires at my death. That's how much I got them set up with money, investments, and all that. They didn't give a god dog about that. I'm really seriously thinking that at my retirement, liquidating at least 3 of those investments and giving it to them where I can see how they're going to handle it and help guide them in investing it right so that they can be able to have something when they get to my age. That's one thing I'm going to do. And then the last 2 investments I got, I'm probably going to liquidate it and make sure I got enough capital and, man, go buy an island and just enjoy my damn self with the people that I'm with. Or just really just go travel and do like a whole 6 months and don't say nothing to nobody. Get a satellite cell phone if you need to get in touch with me, but just go cruising and flying for 6 straight. White people do it all the time, man. I wish I just would have had this knowledge like a lot earlier, because this is like they do on a normal. On a normal, you heard me? Now they bored, and because they've been doing it for so long, that when they get older, they get in trouble because they ain't got nothing else to do. Thank God, now we're coming into it, so that way we ain't bored because it's now fun to do. So what I'm trying to tell you is short, long, short of everything, is there's some of us that's been designed, and maybe not this all y'all, but some of us have been designed to be movers and shakers and to live on the edge. That's how we make the world go around. Opposite definitely do attract one another. Positive and negative polarity comes together and makes things stick. And the stronger the positive and the stronger the negative, the stronger the connection. Sometimes the more opposite you are with the person is the more closer you get. I got somebody in my life that balances me, that I don't go too far with me not giving a curl or a damn about this world. They kind of reel me back in when I need to, and then they let me go out back out, and they reel me back in. Vice versa, they're very cool, relaxed, and chill back. I'm the person that puts a little fire up underneath them, remind them how they get to do this, how to do that, and push them, because they got ailments in their body from having such a hard time coming up, stupid stuff happening to them, that their body sometimes now kind of fights them, and the more they sit is the worse they get. So I keep them moving, keep them going, and keep them doing things so that way they can have a healthy life as they're getting older. Foreseeing things, how I can end up doing 2 things, walking with them or rolling them. And I be damned if I say I love somebody and can help them. So of course they give me a little kick. I kick back. Of course I give them a little kick. They kick back. Because what we're not going to do is let one another go too far in what we do. But it's going to bring us, it's brought us together beautifully, but it brings us together to do some great things. If you're a person that's been spontaneous and edgy all your life, you've gotten older, you've listened to everybody tell about how you got to, conserve and do all this other kind of stuff. That's not you, boo. You've been trying to do it and it ain't working. Why is it that you've been trying to save more money, you got less money to save? But when you were spending that joker and going hot with that money and doing everything with it, you always had it. Because money is a currency. It needs currency. Stop being the beaver damming up your blessings. The more you give out, the more has to come in. You got to challenge God. You got to challenge your faith. You got to be willing to tell God, I'll spend my last penny and better believe that before that penny gets spent, that you're going to give me a dime, the dime going to turn to $1, the dollar going to turn to 10, the 10 going to turn to 1,000, and 1,000 going to be 100,000, 100,000 going to be a million. He does it every time. Don't you notice that he always moves on your behalf? You know why? Because when you're not afraid of releasing, he's not afraid of giving. Remember the story always, y'all. You don't remember nothing else. He gave one 1, another one 2, another one 3. The one that had 3, he made it 10. The one that had 2, he made it 5. The one that had 1, he buried it. The master came back and was pissed. Because you would think the one who buried was the safest one. He played it safe. If God wanted you to play it safe, he would have never gave you faith. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to teach about that tomorrow. My faith doesn't mean I play it safe. I can have faith in God. Don't mean I got to be scared to believe in him. My faith does not mean I'm playing it safe. My faith simply says to everything that will come against me, my God will make a way. I'm not telling you to live reckless. Hear what I did say. Because what I didn't say is live reckless. But I also did not say for you to live scared. Your faith does not mean you have to live safe. When I mean safe, that means you scared. I'm just going to do what everybody else should do. I'm going to bury this talent, bury my gift. I'm going to be like an ostrich and bury my head in the sand. No, 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 ma'am. Get out there. Move something. Be directed. Be a director. Let your presence be made known. You ain't got to be as wild and loud as I am. But damn it, snore, make some noise. Let a nigga know that you're alive. Stop letting us have to put a piece of glass underneath your nose or mirror to see if you're breathing. Move and make some things about yourself. You did? All right, I'm done. I'm hungry. Get ready to go. Oh yeah, I'm still sexy. Don't believe I ain't now. Since I ain't did no video, I ain't did no dancing. Don't mean I ain't did no working out. Y'all see me working out today. All right, still looking good. Y'all like what I got on? This is McCoby. Again, support other brands. Y'all think all I do is wear Louis and Gucci and Prada. Y'all see me? Well, I do got this Gucci hat on. Yes, I'm always putting on. I got my KingHulk shoes on, with my Gucci hat on, with my McCoby, with my Gucci drawers. All right, you did? Go ahead and support everything. Listen, some of you ladies, I got this thing that I'm doing. For a few of you, I ain't gonna tell you what the exact price is, but I'm telling you this. I will tell you this. So you can get 3 purses and a luggage bag. 3 purses and a luggage bag for a very, very, very nice price. When you should be paying $5,000, you won't be paying no more than 3. That's for 5 quality bags and a roller bag. You might be paying less than that. Depends on which one of these bags is. Some of these bags are high end. Some of them are medium. I ain't got no low end nothing, but medium, high end. So I'm doing I'm really trying to do 4 purses and a roller bag. I might do that. Depends on if I can put the combination together. So you get 4 purses and a travel bag. Why am I throwing the travel bag in? You know why? Because I want you to start moving and traveling. Pack up, man, and put something in one of these roller bags and go somewhere. Do something. Move outside of this your little old 50-mile radius and start moving and exercising and going places and enjoying this planet, enjoying life, okay? Sometimes when we out of town, I'll take you with us. I'll put you on there, I'll put you on live. They ain't gonna let me be on live driving at the same time, but we'll figure it out. We pre-record whatever and let you just see what it's like this to get out and get away. We don't do everything that takes money. Actually, now our money's really tight now because we done did some stuff. Y'all hear about it. We done did some real big major stuff. Our money's tight to make it right. Hear me. Our money's tight to make it right. Make us right. Make us get out of this comfortable place because it was killing me, man. I felt so good and so liberated. I said, woo, there that boy is. There he is. Y'all finna see some stuff. Y'all finna see a whole other situation. Trust me. I feel like my purpose is picking back up now. Because now it's giving me a drive. Kings got to have responsibilities. We live and we thrive off of being responsible for someone or something. When we don't have that, it can get very dangerous and nasty for a lot of people, including ourselves. That's why the Bible says that an idle mind becomes a devil workshop. I'm out of here.